Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome to Afghanistan, the Battle of Tarinkot. Matrix Punch It.
Good evening everyone and welcome to 2001, 14th of November. As Caps mentioned, this is the Battle of Tarinkot and takes place on the Afghanistan map, newly released by ED. The date was the 14th of November 2001 and the mission took place early in the morning at 7 o'clock. The synopsis: during November 2001, Hamid Karzai, leader of the favoured Afghanistan government, travelled to Uruzgan province in Afghanistan, accompanied by a small contingent of US Special Forces and another small contingent of Afghan guerrillas. Hearing of the approach of these forces led by Karzai, the inhabitants of the town of Tarinkot revolted against the occupying Taliban and drove them out. Hamid Karzai and the accompanying forces then moved into Tarinkot to meet with the town elders and to take over. Unfortunately, during this period, the Taliban weren't idle. They mustered some 500 plus fighters with the objective of reoccupying the town of Tarinkot. The battle occurred on 14th November 2001, with a small contingent of guerrillas and the US Special Forces defending the town from the outskirts. Although very heavily numbered, the defenders were able to call on extensive air support, which was well directed by Allied forward air controllers. And eventually many of the Taliban attackers were killed and they fled. So this mission this evening replicates this with a few changes, and it occurs in approximately two phases. Phase 1 is to transport Hamid Karzai and his accompanying ground forces to Tarinkot and disembark them safely. In addition, in the first phase, there aren't too many defending forces at Tarinkot airport, and if we can occupy this, it'll change coalition and we can use it for refueling and rearming. So two objectives there: deliver Hamid Karzai and his forces and take over the airport of Tarinkot. Around about 40 to 45 minutes after the mission starts, the Taliban will appear in mass numbers of 500 plus, and they will attack. If we look down at the map showing on your screen now, they attack down these red lines from the north and the northeast, and you'll see on maps later that there is a river that runs around the outside of the centre of Tarinkot town, and this makes a very good defensive line. So moving on to the briefing for each flights, we go for Sabre. Sabre is a flight of two Mi-8s, and these are the helicopters transporting the Hamid Karzai and his accompanying forces to Tarinkot. From the FARP, where you start, it'll take about 25 minutes to get to Tarinkot, and it is defended but not particularly heavily. The AAA that you will get there, if they're not taken out by the escorts, is quite accurate, so the approach will require very, very low nap of the earth flying with your wheels scraping through the grass. Land in the landing zone and the troops will spawn, and they'll take up defensive positions around the two friendly compounds that you can see in this picture. Looking at the picture, you can see there's a red line to the north of the landing zone and the friendly compounds, and that's the approximate course of the river around the outside of the built-up area. There are two crossing points which the enemy forces will aim for, and these make good choke points from which to defend. So for the escorts and the close air support aircraft, you need to be checking these crossing points and trying to interdict or destroy any forces before they get to the crossing points themselves. The defending forces are around about 16 to 20 troops. They will be heavily outnumbered, and they won't last long if we don't destroy the incoming hordes of enemy. Scrolling further down, you've got a larger scale map of the city centre. You can see the landing zone there, and you can see the position of the friendly compounds. Scrolling further down, the FARP is at Safi, down here to the south, and the route takes you through the low ground with opportunities to cut corners if you want to make up time, but their opposition on the way along the route is expected to be very light. Moving on to bootleg, AH-64, you'll be escorting the Mi-8s, roving ahead, taking out any enemy forces. Again, light forces expected on your route into the area, but as you approach the city, the defensive forces will increase and there'll be more friendly fire. In particular, the route takes you very close to the airport of Tarinkot. You can see you want to be taking out defensive forces there first, and then move on to the city centre, and beyond there, beyond the river, try and take out as many enemy forces as you can to render the landing zone safe. Hang around for a few minutes, and after a while, enemy forces will start appearing from the north and northeast, and you can attack those as and when they appear. If you need to, hopefully somebody's occupied Tarinkot by that stage and you can rearm and refuel there. So moving on to Outcast to OH-58 Kiowas, you'll be escorting the MI8s and you'll be following the same route. But again, rove ahead. Your main job is to recce for enemy forces and advise the escorting Apaches where defensive forces are on the inbound route. Later on in Phase 2, you can scout around the forward line of enemy troops and coordinate the close air support aircraft as they make their attacks. Moving on to Hog Flight of 4 A-10s, I think there's only 3 tonight. And you'll be starting at Kandahar Air Base, south of the area of operations. Make your way to the front line. You'll have a good loadout for soft targets. So you'll be taking on any technicals, specials, or ground forces outside the forward line of enemy troops. Moving on to Bentley, the flight of 4 Harrier GR9s. Loadout is as there. Again, optimized for soft targets and ground troops. You also have the 2x120 rounds of 25mm cannon. Your job is to provide close air support to friendly forces. Again, much the same brief applies to you, but you'll be starting at Camp Bastion. Moving on to Cowboy, flight of 4 F-16 Block 50s, centerline tank, 2 harms, 4 CBU-87s, so your cluster weapons are optimized for vehicles and armor. There is also, to the north of the operating area, a rather tatty old SAM-3 site with active radar, so your first job will be to take out the surface-to-air missiles, the SAM-3 site. There's only one site, but it is defended by S-60s and ZU-23s, so there will be AAA, so make your attack from above 15 to 20,000 feet. And once you've completed the harm mission, the seed mission, switch to close air support to support friendly forces in the compounds. Moving on to Wombat, flight of 4 Australian F-18s. Your job is interdiction to the north of the main operating area. You've been assigned 8 targets. This is a headquarters area for the Taliban, and they have various facilities here. A couple of hardened bunkers, HQ and comms building, some workshops, shelters, and a hardened facility, and a TV mast from which they broadcast their propaganda. So your job is to take out all of those targets, and you have LGBs with the T-pod. And once your task is complete, you can come back to the area of operations, not anticipating that you'd need to join in the CAS mission, but feel free to do so if there's no conflict. Overall, the threat is, we're not expecting any air threat at all, so no enemy fighters expected, no helicopters. But the main threat is going to be very intensive AAA, small arms, man-pads, and S-60 57mm anti-aircraft cannon, and particularly technicals with twin ZU-23s. They'll be the main threat. So keep an eye out for any flak, report any hotspots, and stay above 15,000 feet if you can.
And today's flights: Sabres in the Mi-8 Bendy, Tux or Bootleg in the Apache Matrix and Danny, Grump, Cypher Red, Outcast, Kiowa, Chef, Jigsaw, Hogs in Hogs, Fly, Plisk, Rage, Bentley, Harrier, Cap, Drop, Jackal Bean, Cowboy, F-16, Cover, Ajax, Simba, Mems, Wombat, Bog, Stoat, Adam, Kojo. Looking like a lovely morning in Afghanistan, boys.
And we shall follow you blindly, Cap.
Right, I'm having a punt that this is the runway. They haven't got any friggin' runway signs. Found some fellow planes up here. F-16s, Harriers.
Go.
What's your ETA for takeoff?
2 mics.
In that case, I think we'll cut ahead of you.
Your own peril. We were going to go get that SA-3.
I guess we'll be waiting then.
Yes.
Boys, did you see how I handled that situation?
Wonderfully. Decisive.
Very decisive, almost like an executive managing director. Alright guys, I think we'll perch here until they're up. Let's follow them up, boys. They think they're so hot with their afterburners and stuff. I suppose they are hot.
They just got a head start, that's all.
Yes, they are definitely faster than us. They're also going completely the wrong way.
All flights, Cowboy flight inbound, waypoint.
Roger, Harrier's 5 miles behind. We're not doing that bad job keeping up, to be honest. Bearing in mind we're heavily loaded.
Alright, so they should take out the SA-3. Next threat is manpads and ZU-23, so countermeasure check.
Now, did I understand the briefing right, where there's no fighting for us to do until the hostiles attack at 45 minutes, and that's also when the manpads will be, or have I got that fully wrong?
You should be correct. We're providing close air support for our friendly forces, so the only thing attacking those is, because they're getting dropped off by helos, so the only thing attacking those will be insurgents.
Roger, well, just to make sure that stay above manpad range for the duration apart from bomb attacks. Did anyone bring a target pod? We didn't, did we? No.
I believe the Hornets have them, but they probably aren't that kind.
No, they're usually not. Not that kind of fellows. There was a lovely Spanish Harrier, Aviate-A Harrier 2 Plus at the air show. It was very nice.
Yes. How was the air show, Cap?
It's pretty good. I missed the F-15EX, which is annoying, but I caught everything else.
Did the Spanish Harrier do the bow?
Of course. And interestingly, the F-35B did not do the bow. So, what we've learned is the Harrier is better. Wow, just notice how high we are. This plane friggin' rocks. Automatic pilot on, which is basically an inflatable version of me, which is better looking.
Can we buy those, Cap, or is that personal use only?
No, personal. Well, I'm pretty sure we're out of manpad range, so that's good.
Out of manpad range and about a 5% chance of hitting a target.
Yeah, I would say more like 2%. Do we remember which steer point the place is?
It's around about 3, Cap.
Roger, 40 miles. Well, we've stuck with the F-15s all the way. The F-16s, sorry. In fact, we've caught them up.
Don't fancy our chances against SA-3 without sidearms.
Roger, I'm just going to turn around when I need to. Alright, we're going into a notch to so we're going to get a shot. "10 miles to steer point 3.
So 3 ship off to our 2 o'clock unknown.
No, it's our guys.
It could be the Hornets.
I'm not picking up any SA-3 radiation. What's going on? I'm going to move us away from this area. We've got a bit closer.
Unknown on the SA-3. It may be the new updates to ground thingies.
F-16 Harrier.
Got.
Where's the SA-3?
We're trying to get a bead on it, but it's not getting painted on our arms.
SA-3 active, SA-3 active. And SA-3's gone.
Roger, we were 10 miles cold, so we're pretty safe.
Yeah, it keeps popping up and then shutting down again. It's being smart.
Well, let's hope the F-16s don't get too close and zapped. Okay, we're 12 miles now. We'll start orbiting the SA-3. Well, that kind of looks pretty right.
It's a beautiful map.
Cowboy Flight. Stay out of the AO for now. We're finally got it painted. We're directly over it.
Roger, we're keeping 20 plus miles.
Roger. Harriers, Cowboy Flight.
Yeah.
Should be clear to proceed. Main sand battery destroyed.
Alright. Let's try and get in our heads where the topography is, where that town is, where the extents of the town are.
Yeah, copy that, Cap. It'd be good to get an idea where the rivers are as well.
Well, the airbase should be on our nose, which means the town should be on our nose. Alright, so that's our line there, viewers, for the town, I think. Baddies are going to come from there and there. Right, guys, anyone know what it is we're supposed to do at this point?
I think we're just waiting for the choppers. I guess once they land and deploy their troops, it will kick off.
I'm fairly happy I know where the lines are. Are you guys happy with the geography?
Yeah, seems pretty clear.
Alright, it's nice.
I mean, actually finding stuff without the teapot's going to be tricky, but...
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point. We can pick up targets that have been laid using our DMT.
Roger.
So if we have a nice Hornet, they can lay targets for us with a teapot and we can pick it up with our nose camera.
Or even the Kiowas.
Yeah, that's true, the Kiowas can do it.
Fuel 7.7.
276.
476.
Okay, there's at least one explosion at the target airfield. No idea what's going on down there, but no targets sighted.
I believe the Apaches are on scene.
Okay, our helicopters are at the airfield now.
Is that the Apaches or the transport helos, Cap?
That was the Apaches. Also, F-16s are firing Mavericks at targets across northeast of the river. Find out what it is. At AAA pieces. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be getting involved now or not.
Negative, we're purely here to counter the troops.
Roger. Okay, Hellfire's out from Apaches. Keep an eye on my jet, obviously. Alright, what's going on here? The map looks nice, doesn't it, viewers? Okay, Kiowas are operating all over the area now. The heavy lifter helicopters are entering the vicinity now.
Roger.
All flights, Cowboy Flight, primary mission complete. Need any support? We've still got enough ground ordnance to do something.
Roger. Matrix in an attack helicopter has landed at the airfield.
Roger, once the MI8 have landed the troops, before we get to a combat altitude then.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really good if we could get any of the helicopters or the Hornets to designate stuff for us, and then we can pick it up with the LST.
Yep.
Remember how to do that?
Okay, boys, I've just heard that the Mi-8 transporters have now stopped on the edge of town and they're waiting for permission to move in from the other guys.
Copy that.
Alright boys, Me-8s have been permissioned to enter the airfield and they're entering boundaries of the airfield now.
Received.
Copy.
Cowboy lead to Overlord. What's the status down there?
Mayday, 1 back 1-1, punching out, grid square, Tango Charlie 40.
Oh dear. That is one of our transport helicopters has smashed into a wall because Grim Reapers.
I can't moan, I can't land helicopters much better.
Whoa! Something just blew the hell up. Manpad just hit an Apache. Matrix just had his friggin' wing shot off.
Roger. Was that from the airfield, Cap, was it? Or do you think the insurgents have made their attack?
It was from the area where the insurgents were, but I see no evidence that they're here yet.
Cowboy 1, show of force north of the airfield.
Do you see if they're hostile reinforcements come cover? We're not sure what to do.
Yeah, I see Tracer down there. Looks to be engaging the helicopters from the north city, near the bend in the river.
Do you think do you want the Harriers down there yet?
Reflection.
That's tracers coming from the river, Cap. I think that might be us.
Alrighty guys, separate the formation. Let's go and try and find out what's going on. Where is the target, by the way?
Cowboy 1 rolling in on target, cluster bomb.
Let's keep an eye where that guy is. Can't follow any F-16. It looks like it's about to bomb friendly positions, but I guess it is cover. Say again, he dumped his ordnance on white smoke. Assuming that's the target then. One CBU away on white smoke.
Cowboy 1 in with guns.
Just saw an F-16 strafing the area, rebombing. Second bomb out on white smoke. Gasson. Major damage done to the infrastructure.
Yeah, Bean has eyes on what looks like a red technical, so I'm going to try and have a run.
Cover, you were bombing that white smoke area.
Affirm, I was.
Do you think it's neutralized?
Appears to be. I'm getting spike fire control. I'm gonna put one more cluster on it. Me and my wingman were low on fuel.
Well, there's your problem with the F-16. Harriers, I think we've neutralised the threat of the white smoke, I think, so I'm just going to hold fire now for a bit. Just drop the bomb. He just dropped the bomb. Boom!
Tracer fire going up.
Good shot. They're ripping this city apart. I'm going to get altitude while I can. Oh, I'm in an orbit again. I'm going to check the status of those units down there.
Cap, I don't know if you just see where I just bombed, but there's some enemy infantry around there.
Roger, I'm just watching the transport helicopter drop off more troops. Yeah, I see the tracer fire.
All flights, cowboy flight.
Yeah, that's definitely unfriendly tracer
bingo.
fire on the other side of the river.
Friendly troops on the ground near the white smoke.
Okay, let's drop the troops off. Go on, boys. Rescue Afghanistan. gunfire? Where is that gunfire? Did one of us drop a CBU?
Copy that, Cap. Yeah, I just dropped a CVU on the green field.
Just be careful because there are friendlies down there. Friendly troops drop now. Whoops. A-10s are dropping CBUs now. Somewhere. Get him.
Does anyone else find their bombs are falling quite short?
Like a mile short. No, wait, 10 miles short.
Yeah, copy that. I don't know how we can correct for that. Other than manually, of course, releasing later.
Okay, they've just put some white smokes out. The helicopters out.
Visual. Right, traces coming from the bridge.
Yeah, that's where the smokes are.
Drops one away. Yeah, gotta kill that.
Roger. Where? Warning, Igla manpad operational. Okay, they just killed him at the white smoke. Jesus Christ, bombed our own helicopter. Oh, we bombed our own helicopter. Oh, the A-10 just CBU'd a friggin' Apache to death.
Yeah, seen.
That's going to be a very unhappy Apache pilot. Have confirmed there are hostile infantry on that Apache's body. Destroy that Apache's body.
One away.
Okay, I found out the problem. Your bonnets are exploding as soon as they're leaving the rail. That's what's going wrong with the Harriers.
Yeah, that's why I'm going for just dive bomb. Got no kills with that Apache bombing.
Yeah, it was slightly off from the fire. It was in front of the fire, that's why.
Roger, running in.
Looks pretty, doesn't it, viewers? I'm so pretty.
One away.
Shot me.
Roger, confirm kill.
Yeah, that was him. The area is now sanitised. Hold back.
Roger, drop's got 2 times CBUs and fuel state 3.8.
4.4 fuel and still waiting for this big push that may or may not happen.
Yep, bean is 2 times CBUs, 4.6.
Rolling into the area. Alright, I'm going to look out the main supply routes into the city.
That would be wise, Cap, yes.
Drop, I'm doing the eastmost supply route. I'm just going to run down it and see what I can see. Right, I'm heading out on the one closest to east. The MSR heading away from the town, closest to east, more northeast. Friendly. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Friendly, 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 friendly. I made it about 5 miles out and haven't found anything yet. Nothing sighted yet. I'm about 10 miles out now. 11 miles. Okay, Jesus!
1 mile at your 1 o'clock kilogram.
That's just a big... Bumped into something that doesn't like me.
Seeing tracer fire.
Jesus Christ. Heavy caliber machine gun. Possible radar guided, unsure. We found our convoy. Careful. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Miss, miss, miss. They're on the road, or they were on the road until you hit them.
Yeah, confirm this is VSU 23.
Yes, with Squishy in the middle. Running in steep. CBU away. Audible shacks. Let's do it again. Oh, they are spitting hellfire. Extreme caution, they're real angry.
Pick up.
Miss, miss, miss.
Drop's taking a hit.
Your condition.
Still flying. I've lost my nav though.
If you need to, you can land at the friendly airfield at the thing. Running in steep. Alright, son of a bitch. Time to get some, baby. And bomb away.
Oh yes, it's very hot.
Oh, got him. Yeah, we're getting good at this.
Yeah, Beans Winchester.
Two left.
Yeah, drop's lost all nav. I found the friendly airbase, or at least I hope so.
Roger. Scamming him. Dauntless dive bomb. Bomb away. Multiple hits. I'll take that, sir. One more bomb, and they're all almost dead already. Any idea if the friendly airfield is actually friendly now?
There's only one way to find out, and I'm about to. Tarinkot traffic, drop on final, inbound, unknown direction, lost all instrumentation.
Climbing in. One more way. Impact. No kills.
Drops down, it is very bumpy. I wasn't saying my landing was bumpy, my landing was perfect. The runway's bumpy.
Let's see.
Can you rearm there, do you think, Robs?
I suspect not. Wait, one.
That's how you do it.
That'll be a negative.
Okay.
Yeah, front of helos here.
Gotcha. We're doing all right. Just like the Falklands all over again, boys. Except more desert.
I think I'm probably going to land there as well, Cap, to be honest.
Roger, I'll be over in a jiffy. Ah, come on.
Pull up, pull up,
Gotcha.
pull up.
You're stupid looking. Pretty much all targets destroyed. One gunship kill.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up. Out, out.
All convoy targets destroyed. RTB to where you are. Alright. Never did a thing. Added some value to the world. Are you still there, Drop?
Hey, firm.
Are you there too, Bean?
Just making my finals now, Cap.
Roger. Ah, that's beautiful. Dropping his ghastly tanks.
Pull up, pull up. Out, out,
Alright.
It's very bumpy.
Bumpy now.
Was the flyby necessary?
100%. Need to get my positioning.
Yeah, recommend VSOL if you can, Cap. It is very bumpy on the runway. Or at least don't come down the runway at 200 knots.
I will.
Yeah, don't forget we're quite high altitude here as well, so
I did forget.
the engine will struggle a bit. I mean, I was at 20,000 GWT and I couldn't
Shit.
tell.
I'm sure Cap won't forget the water and drop on my head.
I've done worse. Yeah, high elevation landings are hard as it turns out.
That's perfect, Cap. Don't worry about it. They'll stick those bits back on.
What bits? Perfectly serviceable. So you're saying we can't refuel here?
Negative.
So does that mean we have to take off and go to the other base to shut down?
I mean, I'm fuel state 2.1. I could do that.
Yeah, come on in. The other boys aren't finished yet. Let's go. I'm probably all smashed up and probably not going to make it. But let's go. Follow me. Follow me.
Well, I'm all shot up and probably won't make it, but okay.
Should have flown better, Drop. Come on, no time for gabbing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No. I'm leading you. Nothing bad can go wrong.
How long's the start-up time on the Harrier?
Yes.
I'm auto-starting as fast as I can.
Well, I believe your INS got shot, so you won't have to bother aligning that.
It's very true.
ETA drop.
Yes. I would say be a gentleman and leave without me, but I have no way of navigating.
Just head south, and if they start shooting at you, it's because you're in Pakistan.
Drop when you taxi slower.
Yeah. I don't have much power. Alright, drops ready to party.
Alright. Punch it, boys.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Out. 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 Out.
Alright, keep a visual on me. Beam, which way do you make way steer point 0?
To the left a bit. 240. There's no waypoint 0, there's a waypoint on there. Yeah, best.
Ah, that'll be why I messed up. Alright, 90 miles to go, let's freaking go. Punch it like a frigging hunk man.
Also, Cap, you appear to have 2/3 of your gear down.
Me?
Yeah.
Shit. That'll be why it flies like a bucket of shit.
Do you want me to try and shoot one of them off?
I don't really trust you, Bean. I don't want that to affect our friendship, but that's the truth of it.
We are quite the broken flight.
Right, so my gear's stuck out. You're just naff all round. What's wrong with you, Bean?
Everything. Where do you start?
Sweet. Right, I'm going to try and get some altitude because I can see this not going very well. I have experience of things not going well.
Drop fuel state 17.
Yeah, Bean's 19.
Cap, fuel state, don't want to talk about it. It'll be fine. That's 80 miles, boys.
We just need to get rid of all of our weight.
Yes, it's a great point. What can I get rid of? Done that. Done that. What can I get rid of? Ha ha ha! Ah, canopy won't open. Son of a bitch.
Oh, she has a lot of flares.
Yeah, shed the weight. Shed that weight. It just doesn't run out, does it?
I think I'm finally out.
70 miles. 1,000 fuel. Bean!
I'm just saving weight.
Yes, but I like my wings.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Woo! Supercap, doing all the stuff and things. Doing all the stuff and things.
Your roll rate will be so much better if you're in a clip wing barrier.
Right, how do I get rid of this frigging canopy?
What altitude are we at?
25,000 feet, because I know it's probably going to go wrong. So I've given us some headroom, as it were.
Yeah, you realise this aircraft doesn't glide very well, Cap.
I hope you're wrong. 60 miles. Fuel state, 800 pounds. We're all good, boys.
Fuel state 1-2.
State 1-6.
Yeah, my aircraft's shaking at this speed.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Roger. Mr. Tuxor has just made a very good point, Cap.
What did he say?
Our canopies are still on.
I've been trying, and I can't find a way of getting it off, Giggity. So, what do you want of me? Sit rep, 600 pounds and 40 miles. Well, if nothing else, we've had some lovely views today, guys. Have you enjoyed the views?
It's a very nice map.
I was kind of hoping we would make friendship along the way.
Yeah, no.
Drop 900 pounds.
500 pounds.
1,300 pounds.
So how am I going to land with so little fuel? I'm going to have to land like a normal aeroplane, right?
Yeah, and just hope that your third gear comes out. It'll be fine, Cap, don't worry about it. I can't imagine anybody else needs to use the runway, so make a couple of holes, it'll be alright.
Roger, 30 miles. 400 pounds. Why does it always end up so tight? Why can't for once I just have a bit extra in the tank? Why does it have to do my nerves in every time? 20 miles. Right, time to start diving. Yeah, I said it, time to start diving. Prepare for sexiness and immortality and vitality. 300 pounds. Right, I'm going to make the assumption that I'm going to run out of fuel, so I'm going to plan as if I'm doing a dead stick. 200 pounds. Oh shit! Come on, you can do 9 miles. You can do 9 miles, you big bucket. Come on, sip, sip. Be frugal, little Harrier.
Fuel low, right. Fuel low, right. Fuel low, left.
Oh my god, what happened there? Something happened. Oh, only one of the flaps is working. Oh shit! Only one of my flaps is working. That's okay. That's okay, right? Everything's gonna be okay. Did gear come down? Check, gear travelled. One flap is down. Oh my god, he's only got one wheel down. Did my gear come out? Yes, it did. At least I've got that on my side.
Fuel low, right. Fuel low, right. Fuel low, left. Fuel low, left.
100 pounds.
Out.
I've never seen a Harrier go that low.
Check gear. Check gear.
I have put a gear down, you friggin' knob jockey.
Altitude. Altitude. Check gear. Check gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Ah, finally the canopy can come off. Supercar, doing all the stuff and things, pushing all the buttons, touching all the knobs, jerking all the knobs, and doing all the things. The things. Shit, shit, no, not now, not after all that. Drop it, Bean, friggin' drop it. Alright, I'm going to use my last 50 pounds of fuel in extreme style. Stand by. Super cap on speed. Burning all the fuel, doing all the things. Burning all the fuel and doing all the things. Burning all the fuel, doing all the things. Things and stuff. Chaff, chaff, chaff. Touch my chaff. How can £100 last that long? Oh shit! Shit! Woohoo! See you later, nerd. Ow! Burn, 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 burn.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. A few issues for me in terms of mission making. A couple of issues, particularly for helicopters at altitude. One or two other bits and pieces. So if I do another Afghan mission, I'll take all that into account. And overall, I hope everybody had fun. Didn't work out quite as I expected. And I rather think that the intensity of the number of bad guys who turned up 40 minutes into the mission may well have caused problems with frame rates for some. But there we go. Otherwise, good fun, and we may be doing something similar soon.
Watch out. Right, flight. First one. Go!
Okay, that's Tuxor Bendy. We were in the MI8. We were tasked to take the troops to the LZ. We followed the Apaches, let them kill some stuff, hung back for a bit. They called us in when it was safe. Bendy flew into a wall. Yes. He told me to remind you. And then, yes, I dropped the troops on the green smoke and went home for tea.
Yes, we saw. Well done. Next guy.
Yeah, Apaches, one or two issues. Set off, though, in relatively good order. Killed a few targets en route, and I was joined by Cypher as CPG. He clearly had a problem. Gunned a few infantry before the reinforcements arrived, but we got hit and had a rotor RPM runaway, so it landed back at Tarinkot. Sadly, it hadn't changed over, so we couldn't repair, and that was the end of our mission.
Roger. Yeah, so lots of kills by the Apaches. All done. Next flight, Blix.
Outcast, Jigsaw, and Space in the Kiowas. Got a bit of trouble taking off at altitude, but eventually we figured out how to do it. And moved in to our recon area. We decided to cut the route because we're going slower than the other helicopters. We managed to get in time or even a little in advance. I don't think we fired any shots, but we got plenty of enemies killed by marking them with various smokes. I think we did great also figuring out that there was enemies first controlling the LZ. So we held the transport helicopters, we got the LZ cleared by the Apaches, and then cleared them in.
Well done, boys.
There were many more enemies coming in from quite far as 10 miles to the east and the northeast. So there was still some job to do, even at the end of the mission.
Good work. Next flight, please.
Next flight would be Hawk Flight, Fly, and Rage. Yeah, we got into the area, spotted some targets on the airfield that we got destroyed, and lured the helos in, and mainly watched from up there for ground fire, and then engaged once we saw something. After the main bulk of helos, our helos was away, we moved more east-northeast, found one after another some convoys, destroyed them until we don't had any ammo, and landed on the airfield.
Yep, good work, guys. Who's next?
SOS Cup.
Right. 3 Harriers took off, got to the AO, waited patiently until we were called in, started bombing stuff. Killed loads of stuff, including an entire convoy on our own. All of us got shot to hell, but we all survived, landed at the wrong airbase, retook off, landed at the right airbase with £100 of fuel, and I believe the girlies are all going wild right now. Next flight, please.
Cowboy Flight took off as a 3 ship. Transitioned pretty fine. The new SAM site algorithm of turning radars on and off was interesting to say the least. But we did end up taking out our site, took out the supporting AAA with it. Mems was a brave soul and went down for a low-level BDA and never came back.
Oh, Mems.
But then me and Cover transitioned to overfly the base and wait to see if any other priority targets came up. He did a few strafing runs, and we flew home and landed just fine.
Well done, boys. Anyone else?
Yeah, Agamemnon, Wombat flight. We took off from Bastion, had a nice flight out towards the AO. Had a few problems with frame drops and things like that. Stoat unfortunately got shot down when we got there. When the area eventually spawned in, I managed to drop a couple of bombs, knocked out the TV tower, and flew back to Camp Bastion, at which point I had one frame every minute or two as Simba started coming in. So I overflew the airfield by about 40 miles, but did eventually manage to get back and land safely.
Mine was a bit choppy, but not too bad. But yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, I just wanted to say there was some very unfortunate friendly fire on my part on Danny. I think he must have been just underneath my CBU.
That's all caught on camera. Amazingly, I had my camera just there underneath him, and the CBU, literally, the frigging bomb hit him. That's unfortunate, guys. But it is war.
Yeah, sorry about that.
If you're going to friendly fire, that's a pretty damn fine way of doing it. All right. Anything else from Matrix before we sign off?
No, it sounds like the Kairos in particular did some really good work. And mixed bag for anybody, everyone else. But in the end, I hope everybody had fun. If you like the mission and want to do more similar missions, let me know.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good. A nice mix. It wasn't too hard. You weren't one of those guys that just plastered manpads everywhere, so we all got bored. It was, I quite enjoyed that. Right, well done. I'll see you later, guys.